All right, let's jump right into a really cool thought experiment today. What if you could just completely rewrite the beginning of a philosophical classic?
I mean, think about it. Nietzsche's masterpiece, Thus Spoke Zarathustra. We know how it starts, right? Zarathustra simply decides to come down from his mountain. But what if that wasn't his choice at all? What if his whole journey was kicked off by something way, way bigger, like a cosmic bet?
And that's where this idea of a Faustian premise comes in. We're imagining a brand new prologue, one that's inspired by Goethe's Faust, where the entire story gets set in motion because of a huge celestial wager over the future of humankind. Now, this completely reframes the whole book, right? Suddenly, Zarathustra's descent isn't just some personal decision he makes. No, it's now the central test in this massive, high-stakes cosmic bet. So the big question is, who's making this wager?
And here's where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just a simple copy and paste of Faust. We're not talking about God and the devil here. Instead, we've got two opposing philosophical forces, two cosmic spirits who, get this, perfectly embody the central conflict of Nietzsche's own work.
Okay, so let's meet the players in this grand celestial drama. What we have are two spirits that represent totally, fundamentally different ways of looking at, well, everything, life, chaos, and what it even means to be human. So, on one side, you've got the spirit of becoming. You can think of this as that creative, chaotic, life-affirming energy that Nietzsche was all about, that Dionysian force. It's restless, it's laughing, and then on the other side, you have the spirit of contempt. This one's cold, cynical. It's basically the embodiment of all those nihilistic, life-denying ideas that Zarathustra himself is sent to overcome.
And what are they arguing about? Well, it's us. Humanity itself is literally on trial here. You've got these two cosmic forces basically acting as the prosecutor and the defense, debating whether we as a species are worth anything at all.
The spirit of becoming makes its case with this incredible, passionate optimism. It says, look, humanity isn't some finished product. We're a work in progress, a bridge to something far greater. All our struggles, our longings, that's where the potential is.
But the spirit of contempt, it just scoffs at all that. It looks down and sees nothing but failure. It calls humanity a sagging rope just waiting to snap, a pathetic joke. It mocks us for wanting comfort, calling us a herd animal that's just happy being stupid. Wow, you really can't get a more stark contrast than that. So with an argument this big, you know it's not just going to stay theoretical. It has to escalate, right? And it does. It turns into a very real challenge, a concrete wager, with the entire fate of humanity hanging in the balance. And it all comes down to one man.
So the spirit of becoming lays it out. It says, okay, let's put it to the test. Let's send down this wise hermit, Zarathustra, this guy who's been soaking up wisdom in solitude for years, and just see what happens when he unleashes his message on the world. And the spirit of contempt, it jumps on that bet instantly. It's so sure of how this will play out. It's basically like, he's going to fail. Humanity is deaf to anything challenging or new. They're just going to laugh at him. And just like that, the wager is on. So here's what it all boils down to. The whole experiment, the whole bet, is this. Can one man, with all his wisdom, actually light a fire under humanity? Can he push us past our cozy little lives, inspire us to become something more? But wait, what does winning this bet even look like? And this part is absolutely crucial. Success here doesn't mean getting a bunch of followers. Nope. The spirit of becoming sets the bar way higher. For it, victory is Zarathustra inspiring just one single person to become a true creator. Someone who can smash the old rules, the old tablets, and write new ones. That is a much tougher goal. So the terms are set, and the spirit of contempt gets its final word in, and it is just chilling. It basically says, let the show begin, let him walk his little tightrope, I'll be there to watch him fall. It's just pure, unadulterated cynicism. But hold on, because the spirit of becoming comes back with this absolutely stunning rebuttal. It completely flips the idea of failure on its head. It says, no, you won't watch him fall. You'll watch his glorious, self-willed destruction. Because it argues the greatest thing about humanity isn't success. It's the striving. It's that constant act of trying to overcome, the overgoing and a downgoing. Wow.
So that powerful exchange completely sets the stage. Now, Zarathustra's descent, his entire mission, has this whole new cosmic weight to it. And so our man Zarathustra starts his journey down the mountain. But now, with this prologue in our heads, we see it totally differently. It's not just that he's weary of his wisdom. No, now he's the living, breathing embodiment of this cosmic bet. He's the test case for all of us. His whole mission gets a makeover. It's not about saving a soul in the old-fashioned sense. It's about being the herald, the coming lightning, for a new age. It's about proving that the struggle, the striving, is where true greatness lies. And ultimately, it's about showing that to create something truly beautiful, like a new star, you have to have that chaos inside you to begin with. And so this whole imagined prologue leaves us with this final, really powerful question. It's a challenge that gets right to the heart of what Nietzsche was all about. It makes you rethink the entire journey, and it forces you to ask, not just what Zarathustra is going to do, but what does it really mean for any of us to overcome?